So starting at the top, right here in this big tube going through the neck is going to be the trachea. And then if you lift that up, right underneath that, kind of separated, is right there underneath it is the esophagus, and that runs down towards the stomach. And then if you come in here, next thing we would take a look at is the lungs. And the lungs have 4 lobes, and those lobes are as follows. You have the anterior up top, you have the middle, right in the middle, and you have the posterior right here at the end. And then if you lift all this stuff up, right underneath the heart, you see this kind of loose other lobe, and that's the accessory lobe. And then obviously you have the heart right here. The parietal pericardium is what covers the heart. It's a thin layer of tissue surrounding the heart, and when you cut that off, that's when you'll get to the actual heart. The root of the lung is also right underneath the heart, and it connects right to the lungs. That's all those veins and arteries and bronchi that run into the lungs. And then moving on to actually the central tendon is underneath everything. It's where the diaphragm kind of connects into the heart, and it's about a dime-sized piece, and it's kind of transparent once you really spread it apart. It gets a little lighter in color. And then moving on down to the abdomen, we start right here with the liver. So you have 6 lobes. So you have the left lateral lobe, which is this big one right here on the left, and then moving to the right, you have the left medial lobe, and then you have the quadrate lobe, and then next to that, you're gonna have the right medial. It looks a little big, and then next to that, you have the right lateral lobe. And then if you dig down under all this stuff, it was covered by some tissue. You have the caudate lobe right here next to the gallbladder, and then you can see the gallbladder right here. It's just this thin sac right underneath the liver. And then if you move on down, you got the stomach right here. It's just this big, I guess you can call it a sac again. And then that's gonna be connected to the greater omentum, which covers pretty much the rest of the organs within the abdomen. Right here, this kind of, I think of it as kind of looking like Florida. It looks like it's the spleen, and it goes over the greater omentum. And then if you follow it down, the stomach down through its path, you have this very noticeable, it's not really a J, but it's sort of a J looking shape, and that's the duodenum. So that's where the stomach's going to lead into the small intestines. And then the pancreas is right here. It's connected to the duodenum. The head of it's going to be right up against the duodenum, and it's going to be this you can't see through it. It's very noticeable. But once you move down further, you can start, it's very transparent, and that's going to be the tail of the pancreas. You can also look at it from the other side, so right here would be the head, right here would be the tail. So you keep moving down, you got the small intestines, all right here in a big old bunch. This is all the small intestine. And then further on down, making this J shape, is the large intestines. And then you have the kidneys. This is one kidney right here, and then the other one's buried down in here. So you got both your kidneys down here, and then I think that's everything we got for today.